Good evening, one and all, gathered here for the Speak Up with StethuP online session. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Yayati for inviting me to join the session with Mr. Shyamraj. Thank you so much. Dear nurses in this group, it's nice. It's a great privilege for me to speak on the topic about communication, the importance of communication in nursing. Because I've been telling this throughout my lifetime that it always had thrilled me, the concept that from the first year till the last year, if you see in our syllabus of nursing, you can see communication as one of the chapter, right? That much of importance we have in our nursing profession. That's something what we will have to understand. Yes, communication is something very important that all of you will have to take it seriously so that we can improve our skills. Skills is important, but this communication skill is much, much more important than every other skills in our profession. So the importance of effective communication in nursing to be a successful healthcare provider, a clinical nurse, or a nurse leader, you have to be exceptionally really good in communication skills. More important to that is, especially when you are facing some high stress situations, during that time, if you are not able to communicate properly, then the problem is much, much more. A report by the Joint Commission found that poor communication in healthcare during patient transfer contributes to 80% of serious medical errors. You'll be wondering, why am I bringing these things? Because data shows that how much of importance we will have to give the emphasis on the communication skill. Patients who have established an open and secure dialogue with a nurse or healthcare provider are more likely to disclose the true extent of their symptoms. So even when we are interacting with our colleagues, with our counterparts, with our healthcare team members, and when we are interacting with our patient relatives, for all these purposes, communication plays a very, very important role. So instead of me telling about the method of communicating and all those things which you have been already exposed to, I felt that it would be better if I can give you a few tips about how to improve our communication skill. Because all of us know communication, all of us know how to talk with our patients, how to interact with their relatives, how to interact with our colleagues, everything we know. But how far can we improve it? We should know the simple ways how we can improve in our day-to-day life. The first thing and foremost is to introduce yourself. When you go to a patient, when you go to anywhere for that matter, first you should learn to introduce yourself. Unless you don't introduce, the other person will be feeling really lost. They don't know how to start the communication or how to start an interaction with you. So the first and foremost is to introduce yourself, especially when you go to the patient. It is important that you introduce who you are, what is your role, what is your designation, and what help you can be expected, what the patient can expect from you. And also it is important that the patient's relatives or the friends who are there along with them, you will have to introduce to them also, because they also play a vital role in the process of communication, in the process of patient care. Then the next thing, which is more important, is avoid distractions. Yes, now we are in a society where there is so much of distractions. During our time or during our childhood, the distractions were lesser comparatively, but now it's more. The worst thing or the best thing you can say is the mobile phones. Yes, how many of us get distracted because of the ring or the buzzing or the vibration of the mobile phones? Yes, that is something very, very important. Learn to always maintain eye-to-eye contact when you communicate to any individual, which is very important. Only then you feel that you are giving importance to that other individual, or even the other individual feel the same, that yes, you are talking to that individual and you are giving importance to that individual. That is when we develop a good trust, because in our profession, unless you develop a good trusting relationship with the patient relatives and your colleagues, you cannot move forward at all. You cannot fare well in your various positions in whichever grade you are, whether you're a staff nurse, you're a leader, or you're a nursing superintendent or a nurse in charge, whoever for that matter. It is very important. Next thing is choose an appropriate environment. Yes, each has got its own space. Like we cannot be standing in a pathway and trying to hand over the things to your other shift person. It's not right. It doesn't make sense. So the appropriate environment is always important. And if it is a very chaotic place, there is so much of announcements or some distractions going on. During that time, if you try to ask your patient what is your problem, or you're trying to communicate some important information to the patient or the patient relatives, it is not going to reach them in the exact way what you exactly want to inform them. It reaches them in a different way, right? And that is not what is your ultimate aim. You suppose the ultimate aim of yours is betterment of your patient and the early discharge of your patient with good health, then naturally you should see to all these things so that the communication carries on in the right sense or in the exact way. Be patient. Yes, that's something very important for our profession. Yes, I do agree. From day one, we have been told that, but we are human beings. At the end of the day, we too have ups and downs. We too have problems. We too have all issues. Yes, but we should try to put that into practice of being patient. Just try to relax yourself or just pause a second before you comment anything, or if you before you pass a word, which, because once it goes out of your mouth, it cannot be taken back, which is very important. And be human. As I said in the beginning, yes, end of the day, we are human. We will have to we are handling human beings. So naturally, we will have to put ourselves into their shoes to understand exactly what we are going through. It is very easy to tell that I was in a very chaotic situation. I had so much of problems here, or there was some problem which happened in the work situation that I couldn't be patient or be human or give my ears to the patient who was trying to communicate that their patient is having some difficulties. Then you are failing in the profession, what we are doing. So being human is very important. It is difficult, but by practice very well, it is possible. So some more tips to improve your communication skill as a nurse is the other tips are like to learn additional languages. Always, it's very interesting to know a new language. When you work in a different state, in a different country, learning new languages also makes, what to say, the patient or the patient's relative or the colleague who's there working with you, who is from that place, when you learn that language and try to communicate with them, they feel that you are trying to come in level with them, or you are coming to, or you are trying to sail in the same boat as them. So that feel comes in, which makes the relationship of trust much more better. Next is practice speaking. Yes, all of us have difficulties in speaking. Most of us must have come from a government school, or from a village background, or from a place where we didn't have a space to speak. So it is nothing wrong in it. So everyone has got ups and downs. So that's nothing wrong. It is all how much of efforts we put that makes the difference. So practice speaking doesn't mean that you will have to practice with your colleagues alone. So possibilities are that they might pass a wrong comment or a negative comment, which might hurt you. So it's very nice, very fine if you can practice in front of a mirror. Speak for yourself. See how your vocabulary is, how your pronunciations is, and how your posture is. That makes a lot of difference. That will help you to develop a confidence in yourself to speak much more better. Then always the habit of asking for feedback is really good, because as an individual in this profession, it's always good to be humble. There's nothing wrong to be humble, or nothing great about being humble also. Asking for feedback doesn't put you down. It always helps you to improve much more better. That's what is our need. End of the day, we need to improve in our profession, whichever we are in. So naturally, asking for feedback, we get to know what is the other person's expectation. So where are we going wrong? Because according to us, we feel what we are doing is right. That's the nature of any human. We feel whatever we talk is right, whatever we do is right, whatever our posture is right, whatever the non-verbal communications we are passing through is right. But the opposite person would rightly know that what is wrong in us. Might be simple ways of like some slangs we use, or some terms which we use frequently, like yeah, or might be these are the terms which can give distractions, or using the term good. Might be the individual is trying to tell something bad information, or that a person is going through some emotional turmoil that he's trying to communicate to us, and you keep telling good, that will be insulting them. But might be that is just a habit for you. You're just trying to keep yourself active by showing that we are listening to you. But when you ask for a feedback, you get to know where we are making the mistake. Then take notes. Again, I want to repeat, we are human beings. We are in the tendency of making mistakes or forgetting. There's nothing wrong if you can make notes. So even it shows the other person opposite to you that you are interested and you want to listen to what they are telling, and you are giving serious, what to say, you are serious about what that person is telling. So taking notes is another way to improve your skill of communication and develop your social awareness. The society you are in, the community where you are in, what is their culture, what is their trend, or what is their style of living? We will have to put ourselves into that shoe and understand what they are going through or what is their way of living. Because we there are possibilities that most of us, people fly to the Arab countries. Their way of living is completely different. The female there, their way of lifestyle is different. We can't expect that we living from Chennai city life, we can't expect those ladies there to behave in the same way. So naturally, you should be aware of where you are working, the type of people you are interacting with, or the type of people whom you are handling with. That makes a lot of difference, and that will make you feel at home. Plus, they will also be in a better position to develop a trust with you and ventilate to you what difficulties they have or their problems. They will be in a better position to communicate with you. I think this few tips would be useful for you, and wishing you all the very best in your future career. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yayati, for
Thank
giving.
you. Thank you, ma'am, for wonderful tips, sharing your wonderful tips here. So you can make Shyam as host. Guys, as you all read, Mr. Shyamraj is our lead communication expert. So you will take us through this week's lessons. Shyam.
Thank you, Doctor. Yes. I am sharing my screen now. All right. So friends, if you can hear me, can you give me a yes in the chat window? Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now, firstly, I would like to give my thanks to Dr. Sibi Jose. It's an honor to share the screen with you, madam. I was listening to all the tips that you gave, and I was just resonating how successful nurses would be if they were to take care of every input that you gave today. And friends, I request and recommend that you note down everything Madam said and follow it up right from tomorrow. Now we start with our communicative English sessions. For signal purposes, I'm having my video turned off for the first few minutes. I'll be starting on in a few minutes. As usual, yeah, here we go. StephUp is a platform wherein networking, career development, and learning happens for nurses and nursing students. A quick introduction about me. I'm Shyam, the founder of Beehive and largely associated with StephUp. Every week we have been seeing 3 lessons. This week we have special 3 lessons. Here we go. Number 1, it would be learning prepositions. Number 2, a bit of degrees of comparison. நல்ல விஷயம் என்னன்னா இது ரெண்டும் this is the first time we're exploring in the last few weeks of our association. Number 3, it is part 3 of tenses. Are you all ready? If you're ready, give me yes in the chat window so that we are good to start and we'll move forward. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely, lovely. And here we go, friends. Okay. Whenever we talk about prepositions, முதல்ல அதனுடைய மீனிங் நமக்கு தெரியும். Why is it called preposition? ஒரு நவுனுக்கு முன்னாடி அது பொசிஷன் ஆகுது. Before a noun. So to represent before, we use the keyword pre. Prepositioning. That is why it is called preposition. Together it is pronounced preposition. The first thing that we will learn is the difference between from to and from till. We use these preposition from to and from till. Let us take the lesson here. Whenever you're talking about places, you use from to. Whenever you're talking about time, you use from till. Example, I'm traveling from Chennai to Coimbatore. In place. Now, I have been traveling from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Either time. So when you refer to places, it is from to. When you refer to time, it is from till. Are you clear? Now we move to the next difference. We find this every day. We have the doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock, by 10 o'clock, around 10 o'clock. What is the difference? At, by, around. They are prepositions. When I say at 10 o'clock, it's exactly 10 o'clock. When I say by 10 o'clock, a little bit of deviation. 9:50 irla. 10:10 irla. That is by 10 o'clock. Now, what is this around 10 o'clock? Bigger deviation. நான் காலையில வர்றேன்னு சொல்றேன் அவ்வளவுதான். You understand? I can come there at 9 o'clock. I can come there at 11 o'clock. But still, that is around 10 o'clock. So quickly again, at 10 o'clock is exactly 10 o'clock. By கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி பின்னாடி. Around is a larger deviation from the time that is mentioned. Here's the next point. Very interesting. Can somebody fill in the blanks? என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கிறேன்? I shall meet the doctor dash his office dash Chennai. சென்னையில அவரோட ஆபீஸ்ல I shall meet the doctor னு போட்டிருக்கேன். அந்த ரெண்டு prepositionக்கு fill பண்ணேன் பாப்போம். I'll receive it in the chat window. Just type both the prepositions. At his office. Wow, so sweet. சென்னைக்கு Isha Singh, thank you so much. There's a response. At his office dash Chennai. அங்க என்ன வரும்? In Chennai. Wow, very sweet. Very good, people. So that's the learning we have here. See, when you have two locations given, one will be specific location, another will be general location. Office வந்து specific location. Chennai வந்து general location. Appa, how do I write? At is used for the specific, in is used for the general. I shall meet the doctor at his office in Chennai. Seri, ipa now I'll extend this. In the statement, I am extending a little more. Dash Chennai irukla, adukapram dash Tamil Nadu nu irukku. Ipa prepositions eppadi varum? I shall meet the doctor at his office dash Chennai dash Tamil Nadu. The most specific location will take at. மீதி எல்லாமே it will take in. In Chennai, in Tamil Nadu. இப்ப அந்த ஆபீஸை தூக்கிருங்க. I shall meet the doctor dash Chennai in Tamil Nadu. அப்ப preposition எப்படி வரும்? சென்னைக்கு முன்னாடி you will take at. I shall meet the doctor at Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Hope you are clear. அந்த contextல specific location will take at, general location will take in. Good. Now we move to the next one. A very common difference, Anna, we don't use it appropriately. What is the difference between on and upon? I kept the book on the table nu sollanuma. I kept the book upon the table nu sollanuma. Okay, let me help you. On is used for non-living things, for objects. Upon is used for living things. For example, the book is on the table. Correct. The doctor kept his hand on my shoulder க்கு பதிலா the doctor kept his hand upon my shoulder அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். When it is a living thing touching another living thing, the context becomes upon. When it is a living thing touching another non-living thing, அல்லது ஒரு non-living thing on another non-living thing, அங்க on ன்னு வருது. நான் சொன்னது புரிஞ்சிருந்தா give me okay, okay அப்படின்னு டைப் பண்ணுங்க so that I know you understood it. Today we took 5 lessons on prepositions. Thank you. Thank you so much for the response. Beautiful. So here we move on to the, okay, this is the 5th preposition. Beside, aside. கேக்குறதுக்கு ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல? Keep the file beside my table. Keep the file aside. இது ரெண்டுக்கும் என்ன வித்தியாசம்? நல்லா தெரிஞ்சுக்கங்க. நாளைக்கே இதை நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Beside அப்படின்னா பக்கத்துல வை. Keep the file near my table. That is the meaning for the word beside. Asideக்கு அந்த மீனிங் இல்லப்பா. Aside has a negative meaning. Keep the file asideனா அதை இப்ப பக்கத்துல கொண்டு வராத. தள்ளி வை. I don't want to look at it now. தள்ளி வை. Don't show it to me now. That's the meaning for the word aside. Most of the times besideக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் கொடுப்பீங்க. அசைடுக்கு அப்புறம் ரெஃபரன்ஸே இருக்காது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், நீங்க ஒரு ஃபைலை இப்போ பார்க்கல, கீப் த ஃபைல் அசைடு, அவ்வளவுதான். ஆனா அந்த ஃபைலை நீ டேபிள் பக்கத்துல வைக்க சொல்றேன்னா கீப் த ஃபைல் பிசைட் த டேபிள் அப்படின்னு போடும். ஓகே, ஸோ டியர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், இந்த எல்லா ப்ரப்போசிஷன்ஸையும் நாளைக்கே பயன்படுத்திப்பார். நாலேஜ் இஸ் நாட் பவர், applied knowledge is power, right? So let us be careful about that. Now moving on to degrees of comparison. இது everyday usage it is going to be helpful for us. யாராவது இந்த கேள்விக்கு பதில் சொல்லுங்களேன். What is the national animal of India? Waiting for your answer. Tiger, tiger. Wrong answer. Tiger கிடையாது. Lion. உடனே you change the animal. See, listen, tiger கிடையாது. Meaning நீங்க அதுல ஏதோ மிஸ் பண்ற. பேர்ட் இல்லம்மா. ஓகே, ஃபைன். ஆல்ரைட், ஆல்ரைட், லிசன் டு மீ. டைகர்னு சொன்னா ஆன்சர் தப்பு. எப்படி சொல்றது? அதான் டைகர். ஜாய்ஸ், thank you so much, you're close to the answer. See, listen people, the national animal of India is not tiger. The national animal is the Royal Bengal tiger. The Royal Bengal tiger தான் national animal of India. சார், இது இருக்கு சார், இவ்வளவு ஸ்பெசிபிகேஷன் தேவையா? கண்டிப்பா வேணும். பெங்கால் டைகர் தான் இந்தியாவோட ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி. அதுவும் ராயல் பெங்கால் டைகர்னு சொல்லும் போதுதான் இட் இஸ் யூனிக். இது யூனிக்ன்றதை எது தீர்மானிக்குது? அந்த ஆர்டிகிள் த இருக்கு பாத்தியா, THE. அது இல்லைன்னா அந்த அனிமலுக்கு யூனிக்னஸ் இல்ல. டிகிரிஸ் ஆஃப் கம்பேரிசன்ல ஒரு முக்கியமான ஆர்டிகிள் யூசேஜ் என்னன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா இந்த த தான். For you to understand, look at this. I've seen so many youngsters use this without the. Our hospital is best, sir. நாங்க வந்து we are best, sir. எப்பயுமே சொல்றோம். Remember, bestன்ற வேர்ட் யூஸ் பண்ண போறியா, த இல்லாம யூஸ் பண்ணாத. எப்படி பெங்கால் டைகருக்கு த ராயல் பெங்கால் டைகரோ, பெஸ்ட், ஃபைனஸ்ட், மோஸ்ட் பியூட்டிஃபுல், இது மாதிரி வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாத்துக்குமே சூப்பர்லேட்டிவ் டிகிரின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இதுக்கு த இல்லாம போட்டேன்னா இட் இஸ் கன்சிடர்ட் ஆக்வர்ட். சோ உத்தரவாதம் இன்னைக்கு என்ன எடுக்கிறோம்? பெஸ்ட்னு யூஸ் பண்ண போறேன்னா டோன்ட் யூஸ் தட் வேர்ட் வித்அவுட் த. ரைட்? உனக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்றேன். யூ வாட்ச் திஸ் மூவி கோட்டா. அந்த மூவி பேரு கோட்டா, த கோட்டா. கோட்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா தப்பு. கிரேட்டஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் டைம்னா தங்கம், இட் ஹாஸ் டு பி த கிரேட்டஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் டைம். சூப்பர்லேட்டிவ். அது போல இன்னொன்னு இல்ல, அவர் போல இன்னொன்னு இல்ல. சோ நீ ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கிறதுக்கு இத மனதில ஏத்திக்கோ. So இன்னைக்கு in degrees of comparison you have learnt about the importance of the when it comes to superlative usage. The biggest, the greatest, the best அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும். the இல்லாம சொல்லாத. Now, the last 2 lessons for the day. நம்ம ஏற்கனவே tenses நிறைய பார்த்தோம். I want you to think and tell me what the difference between these 3 sentences is. I shall attend the patient. I can attend the patient. I may attend the patient. என்னப்பா வித்தியாசம்? எல்லா கான்டெக்ட்லயும் ஒரே மாதிரியே சொல்லிடுவோம்ல. மேம் ஐ வில் அட்டெண்ட் த பேஷண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அந்த ஐ வில் அட்டெண்ட் த பேஷண்ட் தப்பு. when you use I, you can't say will. சரி, நல்லா மைண்ட்ல ஏத்திக்கோ. I shall attend the patientனா, மேம் நான் போய் பேஷண்ட்டை அட்டெண்ட் பண்றேன். You are giving a surety. நான் போய் பண்றேன், நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன். I can attend the patientனா, உன்னோட கேப்பபிலிட்டியை நீ சொல்ற. மேம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா, என்னால அந்த பேஷண்ட்டை அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண முடியும். நீ பண்ண போறியோ பண்ணலையோ நீ சொல்லல, பண்ண முடியும் அப்படி சொல்ற. மூணாவது, I may attend the patient. You are not sure. நீ பண்ணுவியா பண்ண மாட்டியான்னு நீயே உறுதியா இல்ல. இன்னும் you have not made the decision. You may or may not attend the patient. Okay? So understand the differences between these modal verbs. Shall, can, may, will இதெல்லாத்தையும் மாடல்ஸ்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஆனா எல்லாமே பாரு, they are all in their simple future tense தான். ஆனா அந்த வேர்டுக்கு மீனிங் மட்டும் மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். So use them very wisely. இது ரெண்டு இப்ப நான் சொல்றேன். I want you to practice from tomorrow. எப்ப பாரு will meet the doctor, will talk to the doctor, will find the patient, will attend the patient. அந்த will be meeting, will be attending, will be doing அந்த சைடே போறது இல்லைல. அது future continuous. இது simple future. அந்த டென்ஸோட பேரு முக்கியம் இல்ல தங்கம். Please understand the functionality. இங்க பாரு, when you say they will meet the doctor, நீ டைம் சொல்லலாம், சொல்லாமலும் போகலாம். But when you have time in your mind, நான் கண்டிப்பா I'm going to mention the time when I will be meeting him அப்படின்னு நினைச்சேன்னா, don't use simple future. சார் பண்ணவே கூடாதா அப்படி சொல்லல. அதுக்கு பதிலா இத பயன்படுத்து. Your variety in the tense usage will enhance. Sir, they will be meeting the doctor at 10 o'clock tomorrow. புரியுதா? நான் at 10 o'clock tomorrowன்னு என்கிட்ட ஒரு டைம் இருக்கு. அப்ப நான் என்ன செய்யறேன்? they will meet the doctor வேண்டாம், they will be meeting the doctor அப்படின்ற யூசேஜுக்கு போறேன்பா. சோ நாம தான் நம்மளோட டென்சஸ்னுடைய யூசேஜ இந்த மாதிரி இடங்கள்ல இந்த டென்ஸ், அந்த மாதிரி இடங்கள்ல அந்த டென்ஸ்னு பிரிச்சுக்கிறோம். till this moment did you understand everything? Give me a yes. ரொம்ப நேரமா உன்கிட்ட நான் இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணல. Just give me a yes if you understood everything that we spoke. சரி, இப்போ ஒன்னு வித்தியாசமா, if you will apply whatever I told you, நாளைக்கே போய் பயன்படுத்துவேனா, done கொடு. Type done in your chat window. D-O-N-E, done. Ankita, Isha, Harsha, Ashwini, Aslam, Joyce, Bhavani, Indu, all of you will apply. Okay. I'm very happy, people. Thank you so much. Okay, last lesson. The patient has undergone a surgery. இதுக்கு ரெண்டு அர்த்தம் உண்டுப்பா. Last week, the week before last week, நம்ம இந்த present perfect படிச்சோம். Now I'm going to give you an extended meaning for that. The patient has undergone a surgery. இது என்ன அர்த்தம் தெரியுமா? அந்த patient ஒரு surgery ஏற்கனவே undergo பண்ணிட்டாங்க. You are saying that அந்த process அவங்களுக்கு நடந்துருச்சு. That is one meaning. இன்னொன்னு, you are quoting the experience of the patient. இப்ப I have visited the Taj Mahal. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? எனக்கு தாஜ்மஹாலை பார்த்த அனுபவம் உண்டு. I have met the district collector. உனக்கு ஒண்ணு தெரியுமா? நீ பாத்திருக்கியா? நான் பாத்திருக்கேன்பா district collector. You understand? I am quoting my experience. அந்த மாதிரி அந்த பேஷண்ட்க்கு சர்ஜரி ஒன்றும் புதுசு இல்ல. The patient has undergone a surgery already. அப்படின்ற பொருள் வரும். So ஒன்று, the task is done. Number two, the person has experience in that task. இதை ரெண்டையும் நீ சொல்லணும்னு நினைச்சீனாலும் you will use this present perfect. I have tasted pizza before. என்ன அர்த்தம்? எனக்கு பீஸா சாப்பிட்ட அனுபவம் உண்டு. I have tasted pizza அப்படின்னா இன்னொரு அர்த்தம் என்னது? நீ கொடுத்தேல, நான் அதை முடிச்சிட்டேன். I am done. I have tasted it. You wanted all of us to taste it? I have done that. Okay. Brilliant people. Like always, you guys have been very receptive, very interactive in the chat window. I am also assured that you will be using all these lessons. If there is a possibility for us all to meet, if you guys are from nursing institutions, if you are from hospitals, we would like to do this session as an extended 30-hour training session. Adula 15 hours இப்ப நடக்கிற மாதிரி ஆன்லைன்ல. Okay, there is a change to that. 9 hours ஆன்லைன்ல சந்திக்கலாம். 21 hours நேர்ல சந்திப்போமா? So that I can meet you, I can interact with you in person. We'll also do it along with a Cambridge English certification. The name of the program is NCARE. If you convey your interest through our portal, stethup.ai, we would be very happy to associate with you. And until then, it is Tata, bye-bye. Use all the lessons. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shyam, as usual. So, guys, you can watch the recorded session of this video in our StethuP YouTube page. So, thank you, Dr. C.B. Jose, and thank you, Shyam, for this big
so
session.
much.
So, we'll meet again next week with yet another session on SpeakUP. So, people who are interested for NCARES, do log in into our StethuP web page and show your interest there. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you.